It's the day before Christmas Eve, and I'm going to wish you guys a happy holiday in advance. It's probably going to be published after you guys have had your holidays. Sorry, I've been sick, but I'm putting on a brave face because I'm strong. I want to tell you about a little situation I've had it all my life, is obsessive compulsive personality, not the disorder, because it doesn't interfere with my day-to-day functioning. But even when I was little, my parents would make fun of me because I would always have to have the silverware lined up on the table, and the ends had to be exact. And when if ever I flushed the toilet, I have to run out before the flushing cycle goes because I don't know why. And the same thing with the bathtub drain, whatever. But as it pertains to the she shed and what I do there, I am, of course, I get the frequencies to go to and for how long from Eric. And I am super OCD about, okay, are we ready to go on to the next frequency? What will that frequency be? Let me check with this person in the divine team, that one, this one, that one. And also when I use the dowsing rods, I always see, like I said, wispies. And I have to make sure the wispies are done, that they sort of go away and there's no wispy white smoke. It's very subtle, but it's definitely there around the tips of the dowsing rods. So I check, double check, and then after a while, I go on and are we clear at this frequency and below all the way through 1 megahertz? And then, I keep doing that too from time to time. And are you sure this is the right tone we're playing and stuff? So that's probably why it takes so long. But, I want to make sure that I'm doing the best I can for you guys. And I really mean that. That's really all I want to say, but Paula wants me to read a testimonial almost every time, so I'm going to do it. Let's see. We got somebody from GM, the initials. I had the service performed on my 14-year-old daughter about 2 weeks ago. This was quite some time ago, though. She was diagnosed about 1.5 years ago with level 1 autism. She suffered from anxiety and social issues and had a negative attitude toward life. I think a lot of people have that nowadays. Anyway, she also walks on tippy toes. A couple of my kids did that too. Starting 2 years ago, and flaps her hands, and she's 14, flaps her hands when she gets excited. She also wouldn't wear her glasses or contact lenses because she feared people would make fun of her. She was picked on in 6th grade. She has no friends. She hates tags on clothing. Oh my gosh, my kids, same. Plus side to her autism is that she was born with very high intelligence. It's so often the case. She is, quit interrupting yourself, Elisa, really. She is taking advanced classes in school and starts high school in the fall. 2 weeks have passed, and she is more extrovert as she is able to go into stores by herself. She is becoming more social with family and strangers. She is having a better attitude on life as she is more polite. She even went out of her way the other day and held the door open for an elderly lady. The autism has made my daughter stubborn, and she had, 14-year-olds. Stop, Elisa. Okay, the autism has made my daughter stubborn, and she had to do it her way or a meltdown. Recently, she is becoming more and more agreeable. She has been taking a liking to doing karate, and has improved greatly this past year. Complete 180 degrees. I was going to interrupt myself and say better than 360 degrees, but I'm not going to do that. Even the tags on her clothing don't bother her as much now. Today, she was willing and able to put in her contact lenses, which is a major feat. My wife has noted this great improvement in my daughter, and she is in disbelief. I haven't told my wife yet about purchasing the autism relief service because she doesn't believe in spirits and angels. Unlike my wife, I have seen spirits of deceased relatives, especially my deceased father, and I have a lot more faith. I'm waiting to see how she continues to improve, and then I'll surprise the wife. Oh, I bet that's already happened. I'm very happy with the service and would highly recommend it. Thank you. G Mason. He's awesome. I talk to him on email every once in a while. He's just great. So anyway, so if any of you guys have anybody on the spectrum, you know, sometimes it's not a bad thing. Okay. They're just neuroatypical. But if it interferes with life, especially socially, and especially if it starts to affect their self-esteem, it probably wouldn't hurt. So thank you, GM, for that. And y'all, please like and subscribe. And if you have somebody that you know that has somebody that's on the spectrum in their life that is suffering from it in any way, share this, please. And hit the like button and the notification bell. Gotta get it all in. Oh, no, I want to tell you another thing. Cool. But do all those things anyway, don't forget. So I asked, you know, a lot of people have been seeing like 3 bright little lights flying around at the time or directly after they've had their service done. And so I asked the Divine team, can you please make even stronger signs for people when they get this, so that they're really more convinced. And then that whole, the script being thought creating reality, battling their disbelief, that thought creating reality is not so much of a problem. Oops. Okay, hang on. All right, they barked, and I was supposed to stop the recording and then restart it, but I just hit the mute button. This illness is like melting my brain. Anyway, Maria was tested positive for COVID, so that might be what I have. I don't know. So anyway, look for signs and report them to me if you see any cool signs. They promised, they do agree that it's important, so that's kind of cool. Happy holidays, everybody. Love you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.